Have you ever wondered if it's possible to get stronger and leaner at the same time? The answer might surprise you. Today we're diving into a topic that has sparked endless debates in the fitness world: how to build muscle and lose fat simultaneously. Is it really possible to achieve both goals at once? Or is it just a myth? What if there was a way to transform your body without having to choose between bulking up and slimming down? Stick around, because what we're about to uncover could completely change the way you approach your fitness goals. Before we dive into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a like to stay updated with the latest tips and insights on wealthy wellness. The traditional approach. Many believe that to build muscle, you need to bulk up, and to lose fat, you need to slim down. This idea comes from old-school bodybuilding, where a massive calorie surplus was considered essential for muscle growth. But guess what? Recent science is challenging this notion. A study conducted by GTH and colleagues in 2013 looked at the efficiency of overfeeding for muscle gain. The findings suggest that simply increasing your calorie intake doesn't guarantee more muscle mass. Instead, it often leads to gaining more fat. This is a big deal because it questions the effectiveness of the traditional bulking phase. The study shows that the relationship between calorie surplus and muscle gain isn't as straightforward as once thought. There seems to be a point where extra calories contribute more to fat storage than muscle growth. So does this mean the end of bulking and cutting? Not necessarily, but it does open the door to the possibility of building muscle and losing fat at the same time. This new perspective could change how we approach fitness and nutrition, making it more effective and efficient. Rethinking the bulk and cut cycle. Does this mean the end of bulking and cutting? Not quite, but it does open up new possibilities for building muscle and losing fat simultaneously. To understand why this approach has been so popular, let's break down the science behind muscle growth and fat loss. Muscles grow through a process called hypertrophy, which requires two things: a stimulus from resistance training and the building blocks for repair and growth, primarily proteins, and to a lesser extent, energy from calories. On the other hand, losing fat involves creating a calorie deficit where you burn more calories than you consume, forcing your body to tap into stored fat for energy. The traditional belief has been that these two processes cannot happen simultaneously because one requires a caloric surplus while the other needs a caloric deficit. However, this overlooks a critical aspect of how our bodies work. Muscle and fat tissues operate through different metabolic pathways. This means it's possible to provide enough nutrients and energy for muscle growth while your body uses stored fat to make up for a caloric deficit elsewhere. The science behind simultaneous muscle gain and fat loss. Recent studies have shown that with the right nutrition, especially a high protein intake and a well-designed training program, people can build muscle even while in a calorie deficit. This means you don't have to eat more to gain muscle. However, when you eat fewer calories, you might gain less muscle and strength, but the negative effects are only significant if the calorie deficit is more than 500 calories a day. The study highlights the potential for building muscle in a calorie deficit, particularly for beginners, those returning to fitness after a break, and individuals with higher body fat percentages. These groups benefit the most from a body recomposition strategy. This approach allows them to see significant changes in both muscle mass and fat loss at the same time. So if you're just starting out, coming back to exercise, or have a bit of extra fat, this method could work well for you. It shows that you don't need to bulk up and then cut down. You can achieve both goals together with the right plan. Who can benefit most from recomposition? To beginners, if you're just starting your fitness journey, your body is at its peak for muscle growth responsiveness. This is known as newbie gains, where even minimal exercise can lead to significant muscle development. Beginners often have a higher body fat percentage, providing a vast energy reserve that the body can utilize, enabling both fat loss and muscle gains simultaneously. People with higher body fat percentages, those who carry extra fat, can support muscle synthesis by burning fat reserves to make up for the caloric deficit induced by dieting, assuming protein intake is adequate to support muscle repair and growth. Individuals returning to fitness. For those re-entering the fitness scene after a hiatus, muscle memory offers a significant advantage. Muscle memory refers to the body's capability to quickly rebuild previously lost muscle mass. This accelerated muscle regain, often accompanied by fat loss with careful nutrition, makes recomposition a likely outcome. Users of anabolic steroids, despite the considerable health risks and ethical concerns, anabolic steroids have a profound impact on muscle growth and fat metabolism. They enhance muscle building capacity and fat burning efficiency when combined with exercise. How to achieve recomposition. Achieving recomposition boils down to 5 key steps. Step 1: Training is key. The foundation of recomposition is a well-structured training regimen that emphasizes progressive overload. This involves gradually increasing the weight, frequency, or intensity of your workouts over time, challenging your muscles to adapt and grow stronger. It's not just about lifting weights, it's about systematically pushing your boundaries to stimulate muscle hypertrophy. Incorporate a variety of compound and isolation exercises to target all muscle groups effectively. Step 2: Set a primary goal. Having a clear objective simplifies decision-making around your fitness strategy. If muscle gain is your priority, your approach to diet and training will differ slightly from someone whose primary goal is fat loss. Identifying this goal helps tailor your calorie intake and workout intensity. For those looking to bulk up, focus on lifting heavier weights and eating slightly more calories than maintenance level. Conversely, if shredding fat is the aim, combine strength training and cardio and maintain a moderate calorie deficit. Step 3: Adjust your calories. Your caloric intake is crucial in determining whether you gain muscle, lose fat, or achieve both simultaneously. To gain muscle without accumulating too much fat, aim for a slight caloric surplus just enough to support muscle synthesis without overdoing it. For fat loss, maintain a careful caloric deficit that allows your body to burn fat for energy while still having enough nutrients to support muscle maintenance. Calculating your maintenance calories and adjusting from there, based on your goal, is a strategic approach. Step 4: Protein is your friend. High protein intake is non-negotiable in body recomposition. Protein supports muscle repair and growth and has a higher thermic effect, meaning it burns more calories during digestion compared to fats and carbohydrates. Aim for at least 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, distributing intake evenly across meals to maximize muscle protein synthesis. Opt for quality protein sources like lean meats, fish, dairy, legumes, and protein supplements. Step 5: Pay attention to the details. Adequate sleep is crucial, since it's during rest that your body repairs and grows. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night to support recovery, hormonal balance, and overall health. Managing stress is equally important, as chronic stress can hinder muscle growth and promote fat storage, especially around the stomach area. Lastly, nutrient timing. Eating the right foods at the right times can enhance workout performance and recovery. Consuming a mix of proteins and carbohydrates before and after workouts can help fuel exercise sessions and aid in muscle repair. Optimization for advanced trainees. For those beyond the beginner stage, additional optimization strategies can make a big difference. Focus on peri-workout nutrition, which involves consuming nutrients around your workout times to maximize performance and recovery. Consider supplements like protein powder, creatine, and caffeine to enhance your efforts. These small adjustments can significantly impact your recomposition results. Absolutely. With the right approach, nearly anyone can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. It's not about following outdated myths, but understanding how your body works and optimizing your training and nutrition accordingly. Remember, it's not just about looking good, it's about being healthy and strong. But what if I told you that the secrets to unlocking your full potential don't stop here? Are you curious about more advanced strategies and hidden tips? What fitness myths have you been following without even knowing? Stay tuned, because in our next video we'll dive even deeper into the science of fitness and nutrition. We'll uncover lesser-known truths that could catapult your progress to levels you've never imagined. Don't miss out.